I get asked often by new and experienced leaders alike for advice on how to become a more effective leader outside of formal training and development. Truly, leadership is a combination of skills, experience, knowledge, instinct, and talent, and each of those requires care and feeding to continue growing. So whether you are in a formal leadership position at work or you aspire to be someday, there are a number of things you can do day in and day out to put yourself on a path to regular leadership development. That's why in this episode of Your Practice Ain't Perfect, I'm sharing 4 ways to supercharge your leadership effectiveness. Stay tuned. Okay, here we go. To supercharge your leadership effectiveness, I recommend the following. Number 1, take a cold-blooded inventory of yourself. I tell audiences all the time that you will be wildly successful as a leader whenever you get the chance to work with people who are just like you. Sadly, most people aren't though. And one of the things that we have to know to be effective is that leaders have to adjust their style and approach at times to meet people where they're at. So you will be well positioned to do this with greater ease if you can know and name some specifics about your own style and where it works for you and against you. So ask yourself, how do others around you experience your style and approach? What behaviors that leaders have to use to be successful will you have to intentionally reach for because they don't occur organically for you? Or here's one, what do good bosses do regularly that you don't? Or put another way, when it comes to leading people, what are you bad at? Leadership begins with self-awareness, which is why there are a variety of reputable assessments that can help you begin understanding yourself in a deeper way. Instruments like the MBTI, the DISC assessment, and StrengthsFinders can all give you insight and a vocabulary to understand your own hardwiring and specific ways to flex your style to be more successful. Number 2, find a mentor. A mentor is not a coach. It's someone you respect that you've chosen to learn from, emulate, and communicate with about your growth. Also, a mentor is typically someone that does not have responsibility for your performance at work. Identify someone who fits this description and ask them if they will serve as your mentor. When making this request, though, be specific. Simply asking someone to be a mentor is ambiguous. The person you approach may hesitate due to a lack of understanding of the role or the time commitment, so explain the reasons you are approaching them and be specific about what you're asking for. Like this. Hey, I really respect your knowledge and experience. Can we have coffee once every 2 to 3 months so I can get your advice and perspective? Third, read, read, read. When you look at the research on the daily habits of the most successful people in any industry, 2 themes emerge. These folks make time every day for exercise, and they make time to read. Look, leadership has been and will continue to be the #1 book sales category in the US for a reason. Those people who achieve the highest level of success as leaders commit to continual learning. They make time at the beginning and end of each day, maybe even if it's just 20 minutes here and there, to absorb books, articles, blogs, videos, e-courses, and more. They continue pushing the boundaries of their knowledge and insight because they know that learning never ends. So try getting up 30 minutes earlier, grabbing a book, and hopping on the treadmill. It's what the best do, and you should too if you want to play in the big leagues. Lastly, ask this question. What don't I know? Think about that question for a moment. What don't I know is an incredibly powerful question that ensures intellectual humility. Know that there's a lot that you don't know. Challenge yourself to use this question every day. Imagine how your perspective might be changed when asking this question while dealing with a difficult customer or assuming new responsibilities at work. Reaching for the information or perspective that is unseen is a key part of critical thinking. It also reduces some of the flawed assumptive thinking and snap judgments psychology tells us we are all prone to. This question is one you'll never fully answer, but it can result in more informed, mature, balanced approaches. Keep this question at the ready. It's useful every day. So there you have it. Taking an inventory, finding a mentor, reading, and working to know what you don't know will help any leader at any level continue growing and developing in the role. Now it's your turn. What are the habits, tips, or tactics you've embraced to supercharge your leadership effectiveness? Tell me about them in the comments box below, and please share this video if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching. See you next time.